See, the song of the day is Ooh, child, things is gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. If you want a personal reading, go ahead, book in the fucking bio. You already know what it's talking about, okay? I'm gonna get all up into these messages, y'all. The song of the fucking day is Ooh, child, things is gonna get easier. What he say? He said, ooh, child, things will get brighter. What he say? Someday. Okay, I'm gonna be real with y'all. So you already know I came on live a little bit early. You already know I'm up in this bitch. I know y'all was like, where was you at yesterday, Charlie? Charlie had shit to do yesterday. And so let's get right into these messages, yours, because I cannot sit over here and delay. I got appointments, I got readings I got to do today. So y'all, if y'all want a personal reading, link in bio. Let's keep going. First and foremost, let's talk. I had two very interesting interactions, encounters yesterday. And y'all, it made me sit over here and do some self-evaluation, and it made me feel like, yo, Charlie, you really are growing. So let's talk about it. One of the interactions was with this one man. And for context, I met this man out, like, actually in public. Like, literally caught him. And hi, I love music. It hasn't been that long. I've been live. I just didn't go live yesterday. You just don't be watching my lives like that. So y'all, catch me. I met this man in person. Cool man. Nice man. We sat over here and we sat down and we talked for like 2 hours. We was like really, really talking about life. He does not live in the same state that I live in. So we were actually talking about meeting up. He was like, you know, I want to fly you out, blah, 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 blah. Cool. I was like, just call me. I sat over here and had a conversation with this man yesterday, y'all, and I want y'all to catch me. In the mix of this conversation, you know, I was getting advice from him. I was talking to him, chopping it up, but that's not important. What is important is that, listen, I said, okay, so, you know, what does your daily life look like? You know, sitting over here trying to get information without getting information, just asking questions. And, you know, he just went on a thing, but then he told me in the mix of, he was like, you know, just making sure that the old lady was okay. So in my mind, he said old lady, but it went over my head. And I was like, is he talking about his mom? I was like, I don't know. I'll circle back to it. Now, y'all catch me. I found out yesterday that this man actually has a wife. Now, y'all, in the conversation, I did not know that this man had a motherfucking wife. Exactly, Nubian, his wife. Exactly. Went over my head. So, did I know that this man had a conversation? Or I did not, at the time when I had the 2-hour conversation with him, I did not know that he had a wife. So, y'all, when he told me he had his wife, I was just like, okay, so what is it? I said, why are you trying? Because then I did once I found that out, my whole consciousness did like a whole 360. And I was like, okay, so why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? Like, what's up? Like, let's talk. I was like, what's going on? I was like, because I was like, let me ask you a question. I was like, if your wife sat over here and knew me and seen me, would she be okay with you having a friendship with me? He said, I'm gonna keep it all the way of being with you. He said, no. He said, I wouldn't even trust you around her. I said, oh, she get down like that. But the point of the matter is that y'all, and thank y'all for the comments, I want y'all to hear me real quick. In that moment, I made an executive decision to cut it off. In that moment, I got off the phone politely, but then I sent a follow-up text message saying, hey, listen, God bless you. Because we was over here having a real conversation about God and shit. But I was just like, listen, I don't think that I'm the one for you. And like, I don't want what comes with, I don't want the karma behind dealing with you. I don't want to mess up a happy home. Left it at that, y'all. Now, y'all, I came to y'all and I came to talk to y'all about it. And the reason why is because, y'all, I'm going to keep it all the way of being with you. Back in the day, maybe a few years prior, when I was on my let's go finesse and date hypergamy, man, I don't give a fuck if a man married. And then I would sit over here and entertain him because guess what? He very much was the type probably to pay my rent. He very much was the type to sit over here and put me in a position. But let me tell y'all something. Dealing with people that are already committed sit over here and get you worse karma than you ever wanted to fucking deal with. And the reason why I know that is because I went through that. But the point of the matter is that, listen, I had to make an executive decision to sit over here and cut this married man off. And the reason why is because, one day I want to be married. Two, and let's talk about it. Two, you say you the chica that used to make dating hinge videos. I did. I did. See, if y'all knew me from my old, like, whatchamacallit, pause. We're going to pause in the story real quick. If you knew me from my old TikToks, I used to make fucking dating videos on how to date hypergamy men, how to sit over here and get involved in the hypergamy lifestyle, how to sit over here and date high quality people, period. So it's like making that transition very funny. But anyway, back into the story, y'all. I sat over here and I told this person, I was just like, listen, actually, we moved past that part. The part where I want to talk to y'all about is that, listen, I realized that I want to be married one day, and I understand that, listen, people have temptations, but listen, you mirror, like, you are what you put out. So if I sat over here and I dealt with this married ass fucking man, then guess what? When I got my husband, and when I have my husband, then guess what? My husband is going to fall victim to the same trap that I sit over here and put on this man. Let me tell you, that's how the law of attraction fucking works. So in reality, let me tell you something. In reality, I seen this person, I was like, listen, one, I don't want the karma that comes with you. I don't want to sit over here and have to deal with you, because even if I deal with you now, guess what? The karma is going to creep up when I get my husband. So that's like maybe a year or a few years down the line and shit like that. There's that. And then it's also like, listen, I don't want to sit over here and be responsible for you hurting another fucking person that's probably actually a good ass woman. So I was just like, you know what? If she's taking care of home, you take care of home. I'm going to leave you where you at, sir. I'm going to leave you exactly where the fuck you at. Like, you are accounted for. So, y'all, the reason why I'm sitting over here telling you this story is because, y'all, when motherfuckers are accounted for, you leave them alone. You walk in the other direction. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Walk in the other direction. I know everybody be talking about get this money. I know everybody be like city girl shit. To a degree. It's different when you're doing city girl shit with fucking single people versus you doing city girl shit with people that are taken. You don't want the karma. You do not want the karma. The second example, y'all, because, y'all, at this point, summer solstice was very summer solstice-y yesterday. I had to cut somebody else off. Y'all, at this point, roster going slice. But it's so funny because as soon as I cut somebody off, other people come into my life, y'all. So I guess I could sit over here and talk to y'all about the new people. But this other person, I'm going to keep it all the way at being with you. When I first talked to this person, and y'all, we talking. When I first talked to this person, he low-key gave me like he gave me two different feelings. The first feeling that he gave me was that, listen, cool guy, but like I felt like he was mirroring me and in the bad, like my bad qualities, not even my good qualities. I was like, oh, okay, guy, you brought this person into my life so I could write down what it is that I need to work on. Cool. But the second thing was that, you know, I had a conversation with him, but I was kind of like bored. But outside of just being bored, because, you know, boring is boring. Outside of that, I realized that he had a lot of trauma within himself that he had to work on, and it very much gave mommy issues. But outside of the mommy issues, I understand that the mommy issues triggered him to actually have a resentment towards women. Now, y'all, we talking. I want y'all to hold on to that, okay? He kept trying to see me. He's working in California. He's like, you know, I'll drive to you, da-da-da-da. I met up with him one time. And, you know, it was cool. It was fine. It was all right. But I still felt like God kept telling me, hold off. Because he kept trying to make a second date with me. So I kept holding off or whatever. Things happen. Things will pop up. Timelines didn't align. And I felt like when shit like that happens, Joel, it's because God is sitting over here saying, like, yo, I don't want you mixing and mingling with people. Like, when you see, like, for example, if a person plans a date with you and then all of a sudden something comes up, and then the next date something comes up, and then the third date something comes up, then listen, let's call a spade a spade. You're not supposed to be dealing with that person. So I felt like with that, I feel like God kept sitting over here, like, having me be busy this time. It wasn't even him. Like, one time it was him, but the other times it was just me. It just wasn't working with my schedule. There was times I was tired. There was times where I sat over here and I had some work I needed to get done. There was times where I had readings I had to do. Like, it just did not align. So this last time, we were supposed to meet up on Tuesday. And I told him, I was like, listen, I can't do it. He said, he kind of got an attitude or whatever the case was. And I was just like, listen, call me later. Or wait, hold on, no. Pause. Let me take 2 steps back. He had got kind of like an attitude or whatever. And he was just like, well, when are you available? I was just like, well, let's do this weekend because I'm off on the weekends and shit like that. And he was just like, okay, da-da-da. He had an attitude. His energy shift. And guess what I've been doing lately, yo? And I want y'all to start doing this too. When y'all have a conversation with people, I don't care if it's your mans, your girls, I don't care who it is, your moms. When you see their energy shifts, like you having a good ass day, and then all of a sudden, their energy is like hostile. It's time for you to get the fuck off the phone. So guess what the fuck I did? I got off the phone. Now let me sit over here and tell you this. I was like, hey, listen, I'm gonna call you later. Actually, I'm going to bed. I'll talk to you later. I think I told him that. Had an attitude about that. Talked to him or hit him the next day. I texted him. I was just like, listen, I don't know what's up with you. Like, I feel like you have like an attitude or something. We'll try again tomorrow. He's proceeded to sit over here and send me this long ass text message talking about it's not that. He was just like, the vibe isn't off. I think you're reading too into it. You're analytical. Da, 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 da. I left it at that. I didn't even text him back. We went the whole day without talking, and then I sat over here and I went and I proceeded to talk to him the next day because I'm like, you know what? Give him a chance. Yo, I go to call him. He didn't answer. He called me. I didn't answer. And it was because I kept missing him. The third time, he actually had called me again. I answered. Cool. His energy was still off. And I was just like, well, hey, guys, I don't play about my energy. Your energy off the phone with you. I said, oh, okay, well, I was just calling to make sure that you're doing good. I'll talk to you later. Click. I was on the phone with this man for 2 minutes. I don't even think it was 2 minutes. It might have been 1 minute and 30 seconds. Like, I said, okay, well, I was just calling to make sure that you're doing okay. Click. This man proceeded to send me a text message, yo. Talking about, listen, Charlie, I don't think that, what the fuck did he say? I'm gonna just give you a breakdown because he sent me a long ass paragraph. He was like, listen, Charlie, I don't think that you're the one for me. I think that you're very much in defensive mode. I think you're very much like you're trying to be too dominant, and like basically you should stay in a woman's place. Basically because he was like, I think you're hurt or some. He was over here projecting some shit onto me, and you know what I said over here, and I said, take care, love. Nubian, you understand? I said, oh, you're projecting onto me. You're upset with me because I'm not feeding into your negativity. You're upset because I'm not giving you the time of day to sit over here and put your negative ass energy onto me. So you're upset with me because I'm not sitting over here because I have boundaries. And when you have a fucked up day, I'm not your therapist for you to sit over here and put your feelings onto me. See, listen, you're not my husband and you're not my fucking man's. So why would I sit over here and allow you to put your negative ass energy onto me? I allowed you one day to sit over here and be negative, but by that second day, you should have got the fuck over it. And if you're not over it, then guess what? We'll talk to you on the third day. Or maybe we won't talk at all because clearly you don't got your emotions aligned. And guess what? I don't have time to deal with motherfuckers that don't have their own emotions aligned because guess what? There are days when my emotions are not aligned and I don't sit over here and call you to realign my motherfucking emotions. So don't call me. Period. So I say all this to say another person got cut off. Now, the reason why I sit over here and I told y'all this story is because I want y'all to understand something. When a motherfucker is sitting over here, well, one, there's a few things. The first point is that, listen, sometimes things don't align. Sometimes it's not for you to sit over here and go and try to make the shit align with people, okay? Y'all miss phone calls. Y'all dates ain't aligning. Y'all conversations ain't aligning. You're not supposed to talk to that person. Cut them. The second thing is that, listen, when these people sit over here and have fucked up ass attitudes, they have fucked up ass energies, they literally, and it could just be them going through stuff. That's okay too. It's not the time to sit over here and deal with them, because I want y'all to understand something. You're not placed into people's life. Like, you're placed into people's life to help certain people, but you're not placed into their lives to sit over here and help them to figure out them. You're not sitting over here placed into their lives to help them figure out their fucking mommy issues or their daddy issues. See, let me sit over here and tell y'all something. See, I'm going to give y'all another example with this person. See, this guy, we had a deep conversation about him and one of his exes. And one of his exes, he sat over here and told me about how he made her cry and shit, and how he treated her like he didn't care about her and stuff like that, even though he blamed it on him being young. Now, let me sit over here and tell y'all something. You sitting over here telling me this is, even if you're young, is that you're not emotionally intelligent, or you're not emotionally available to sit over here and be able to articulate your emotions. Like, listen, you don't want to be bothered one day. And even if you don't want to be bothered, if you see a motherfucker crying, you should coddle them, not sit over here and laugh at them, or sit over here and turn your back and try to act like you're asleep. So it automatically showed me that you don't really give a fuck about women. You don't give a fuck about the people that you're with. You don't give a fuck about their emotions. And even though you sit over here and say, listen, I'm changing, you telling me this story, sitting over here telling me that you're not changing. So from that whole thing, it made me realize, like, listen, I can't even sit over here and take you that serious any fucking way, because you're not going to value my emotions. Past experiences and what I want y'all to understand tells you everything that y'all need to know about these future fucking, so it tells you where they are now. Now, don't get me wrong. Listen, you could see growth within people. You could sit over here and catch me. You can see growth within people. See, listen, we all make mistakes. We all come from a past. But the point of the matter is if that past defines you, if that past sit over here and still is keeping you a scorn ass little fucking boy, then guess what? I can't deal with you. And to my masculines up in there, same vice versa. If that scorn shit is keeping her a little ass girl, then you need to move the fuck on. But the point of the matter is that, listen, we are not responsible for us sitting over here healing your fucking scornness. It's too much. And it's not my karma to bear, and it's not my burden to bear. And I want y'all to understand something. Sometimes the burdens of these motherfuckers is dressed up as a fine ass fucking individual. Somebody that's beautiful. Somebody that's sitting over here and catch me, yo. Like, how you doing, beauty? See, a lot of it is dressed up as somebody that's sitting over here that's breathtakingly gorgeous. That's fucking fine as fuck. That's fucking 6'6". You said you wanted a man that's 6'6". They 6'6". You said that you want somebody with a big schlong. Guess what? They got that. You said good poom poom. They got that. But guess what? All these motherfuckers, they dressed up beautifully. They look beautifully. But guess what? They're covered up in motherfucking burdens. Burdens. Red flags. Fucking all of that. And I want y'all to understand something. The beautifulest lessons, the beautifulest people sometimes are the most hurt people. But the point of the matter is that that's not on us to fucking carry. See, we all got trauma, y'all. We all got shit that we got to work on. We all got shit in catch me. We all got shit that we go through in life. But the point of the matter is that, listen, we are not placing burdens onto other people. And if you are, you need to stop that shit. It's your job to fix your own shit. But the point of the matter is that, listen, just like I sit over here and say, fix your own shit, that means you sit over here and stop taking responsibilities and trying to fix these other motherfuckers. Because guess what? We are not Bob the Builder up in this bitch. We do not fix nobody. We sit over here and we come put together. So that brings me to my next point, because Pretty Brown, we talking today. My next point is that, listen, how is you going to sit over here and manifest your person if you're not already together? Nubian said, be careful whom you sleep with as well. You will take on their issues, and that is a fact. Beauty, go watch my video. You're going to have to watch my video, because we done went through 2 different scenarios, Beauty. 2 different scenarios, big dog. But I feel like it probably wasn't for you to hear anyway. You said, girl, you so powerful. I genuinely love you, and God protect her at all costs. Talia, thank you, babe. I love that for you. Now, let me sit over here and tell y'all something. Because I had this example while I was sitting over here washing my dishes. Let me tell you something. If y'all sitting over here manifesting something, you manifesting a person, but you're not ready to receive that person, do you think God is going to give you that person? See, God is sitting over here saying, big dog, you need to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What does that mean? That means, y'all know when y'all be sitting over here and y'all be washing dishes and shit like that. And sometimes you got that pot that you really, like, you done washed all the dishes, but you got that pot that you want to sit over here and you just want to soak because you really don't want to fucking touch it. God is sitting over here saying, big dog, it's time for you to go back and go clean that dish, especially when you sitting over here cleaning all your other dishes. It's saying that God is sitting over here saying that you need to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What does that mean, Charlie? Let me talk to y'all. See, a lot of y'all got a lot of people that's about to come into your life, but y'all not ready for these motherfuckers. It's like sitting over here. It's like, guess what? It's like you had an uninvited guest. Like, you didn't know that this motherfucker was about to come over. So guess what? If your motherfucking house is fucking dirty, then guess what? How you doing, Miss New? Then how you gonna invite that person over? We talking. How you doing, Shasha? See, let's talk about it. See, y'all sitting over here. How you doing, Doohickey? I want y'all to understand something. God is over here saying, big dog, you say that you want the cars, the clothes, the hoes. You said you want all of this. You said that you want the men's, the women's. You said you wanted that shit. But the point of the matter is that, listen, you can't, your shit ain't aligned. See, I'm using your apartment as an example because your house is fucking dirty as fuck. You need to get your ass up and clean it. But the point of the matter is that, listen, take that and take that internally too. Maybe it's not physically, maybe your place is cool, but your internal shit is not fucking, and catch me. Catch me. You said when you walking down the street and listening to your life. All I'm sitting over here saying is that sometimes your internal is dirty as fuck. What does that mean? That could literally be physically. Like, some of y'all might need to go to the doctor, go get checked. Maybe y'all ain't been checked in a minute. But internally, I'm talking about maybe y'all got karma and trauma that y'all ain't dealt with. God is also sitting over here saying, big dog, let's talk about routine. See, you sitting over here, you saying that you ready for your person, but you don't even got a routine to sit over here and make sure that you're following it when you do get your person. Because I want y'all to understand something. Some of you guys be so dependent on these other fucking beings. Y'all be sitting over here and catch me, y'all. Like, y'all be so dependent on other motherfuckers to accommodate your feelings and accommodate your schedule and accommodate and basically make you who the fuck you are and catch me. God is sitting over here saying, I just want you to fucking make yourself. I want you to have your own identity. I want you to sit over here and already be put together. You sitting over here, you do affirmations in the morning. You sit over here, you make sure everything is put together. You over here and catch me, you over here make sure that you over here brushing your teeth 10 times on this time, 10 times on this side, 10 minutes, whatever the case is, whatever y'all routine is. We talking. God is sitting over here saying, big dog, I want y'all to have a fucking routine. So when this motherfucker comes into your life, guess what? He's not interrupting that routine. You already have your own identity. You already have what it is that you like to do. And guess what? Maybe you might influence them to be more clean. Maybe you might influence them to sit over here and be more on 10 top shape. Like, y'all, let me sit over here and tell y'all, some of y'all be dealing with dirty motherfuckers. And it's like, y'all, and the reason why y'all deal with dirty people is because y'all are secretly dirty. And the reason why you're fucking dirty is because you don't feel like you're worthy. And the reason why you don't feel like you're worthy is because it was projected onto you. And y'all, this is not for me to sit over here and shame y'all. This is not for me to sit over here and fucking deteriorate y'all. Listen, there have been times where sitting over here where I've been in a far deep ass fucking depression where I don't even fucking want to even look at a fucking shower. But the point of the matter is that, listen, depression, you can't get that low no more, big dog. You can't get that low to where you forget to stop eating. You cannot sit over here and get that low when you sit over here and you don't even want to talk to nobody. You cannot sit over here and get that low where you sit over here and drown yourself in alcohol, whatever it is. You can't get that fucking low to where you forget to fucking stop living. And let me tell you something. You do not have power over whether a motherfucker comes into your life or if they leave that shit. So guess what? If a fucking person leaves, that means that you do not sit over here and catch me, y'all. Y'all do not give up on your routine. That is why that routine is so important. That's why you having your identity is so important. So if this motherfucker ups and decides to leave you, then you still don't feel like you are not whole, because within you have to feel whole within yourself before you invite another motherfucker up into your place. And that's what fucks y'all up every single time is because y'all sitting over here thinking that y'all need to add a person to make y'all whole. Y'all think y'all need to add somebody to make y'all more beautiful. Y'all think y'all need to add a person to sit over here and validate your fucking feelings. But in reality, God is sitting over here saying, validate your own motherfucking feelings. Validate your own fucking whatever it is that you want. Listen, this is your fucking life. You have control over it. So why the fuck are you sitting over here giving this grown ass man fucking all this fucking power over your life? This grown-ass woman power over your life? Because I know there be masculines that be watching me. The point of the matter is I want y'all to take it as it resonates. I want y'all to understand something. That, listen, Anybody has the free fucking will to walk up in your life and leave your fucking life as quickly as they came. But what is it? What's going to change? Koya, we talking. Nubian, we talking. See what is going to sit over here? Like, what can we control? And I need y'all to start asking yourself that. And the reason why is because the only thing that we can fucking control is ourselves, is our emotions, is our home, is us. So if we not controlling us, if we giving the power to somebody else, then now all of a sudden, now you feeling crazy because they laughing at you while you crying. See, now all of a sudden you feeling like you not worthy enough because they sitting over here choosing somebody else over you. And when in reality, like, y'all give all y'all power to these people to tell y'all how y'all should feel about yourself. Very much be disrupted. And I want y'all to understand something. If y'all don't feel me on nothing, feel me on this. You gotta show up for yourself. You gotta do shit for yourself. You gotta make yourself feel fucking good. You have to sit over here and envision what it is that you want yourself to look like, what you want to feel like, what you want to sit over here and catch me, or what you want to sit over here and be, what you want to look like. See, it's so funny because a lot of y'all sitting over here, y'all haven't taken the time to sit over here and figure out what type of woman do you want to be? What type of man do you want to be? Do you want to be a spouse? Do you not want to be a spouse? Do you want to sit over here and, do you want to have an active sex life? Do you not? Do you want to sit over here like, what do you want your house to look like? What do you want your car to look like? What do you want your husband to be like? What do you want, like, and Nubian, that's what we talk about on my lives all the time. What you want for yourself is what you will attract. And that's how we started. Now we're in a full loop. You sit over here and you start dating fucking married men. Then guess what? When you get married, you're gonna fucking, your husband's gonna cheat on your ass. You sit over here and guess what? You give love and life into your relationship. You give peace to your relationship. Then that's what you're going to receive back. You give toxicity. You give fucking... See, everybody is so funny. Because we about to talk real quick, y'all. See, a lot of y'all be having friends. And maybe this is even yourself. Where y'all be sitting over here trying to put on the perfect image that y'all peaceful on the outside, that you in your relationship. And maybe this was your past relationship. Y'all like to sit over here and act like everything is okay. But when y'all asses get up in that car, when your ass get at home, y'all really be beefing. Y'all really be toxic. Y'all really be sitting over here going at each other's necks. So I want y'all to understand something. Everybody always asking, I wonder why that couple broke up. Or I wonder why y'all broke up. Y'all look so happy together. Y'all look so peaceful together. But the point of the matter is that y'all didn't even realize that y'all was putting up a facade for everybody. But in reality, you couldn't even stand this motherfucker. In reality, you wasn't sitting over here being your true self with this person. In reality, it was a facade. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying that, listen, when is y'all going to sit over here and wake up and realize that the facade needs to fucking end, bro? So, y'all, I'm going to get these downloaded messages. Because I had some downloaded messages. But I didn't feel like starting with it. So, you said it's a front. I had downloaded messages. But I didn't feel like starting with the downloaded messages. Because I felt like I needed to get some shit off before. But, y'all, let's talk. He said, that's why I don't pretend. Keep it 100. People can't see when it's fake. Or people can see when it's fake. And that's a motherfucking fact. Okay, so the first one I got is, don't drown in your emotions. Save them. A lot of y'all, let's talk about it real quick. Because I got to break that shit down. And I'm so glad I wrote that shit down. Thank you, Kia. And the reason why I sit over here and I said, and I'm going to say it for the people in the back. It says, don't drown in your emotions. Save them. What do you mean, Charlie? I'm going to tell you what I mean. A lot of y'all be sitting over here just sitting in emotions. You deal with somebody, they make you feel some type of way, and you just sit there. You sit over here, you get your feelings hurt, you just sit there. You sit over here and somebody's not texting you back, you just sit there. You sit over here and fucking, you just got in an argument and you don't know how to react, you don't know how to respond, you just sit there. And then all of a sudden this person, time passes, this person isn't texting you back, this person isn't calling you, you really seeing that it might really for real be over. You just sit there. All of a sudden you got into it with your mom and you know your mom ain't budging. You just sit there. God is sitting over here saying, big dog, you drowning yourself in your filth right there. All that sitting, all that time you sitting over here waiting for another motherfucker to text you back. All that time you sitting over here waiting for depression to get out of your ass, because maybe it don't have to do with nobody. Maybe it has to do with yourself. You just sit there. And you drown yourself. You drown yourself with depression. You drown yourself with sadness. You drown yourself with fucking overthinking. And catch me, y'all drown yourself with overthinking into emotions and making y'all feel like you're not worthy enough. And y'all drown yourself into making it seem like maybe if I did this, then it would have had a different reaction. See, how you doing, Kelly? See, a lot of y'all sit over here and y'all drown yourself. And catch me, y'all drown yourself so deep within your motherfucking mind, to where it's like you not even realizing that, listen, you could get 2 of them if you wanted to. You don't even realize that, listen, the rejection is protection. I've been saying that all fucking for the past 2 weeks. If a motherfucker don't want you, then listen, don't sit over here and fucking wait around on it. But the point of the matter is that, listen, I want y'all to understand something, because God is sitting over here saying that y'all need to get y'all asses up. On Cloud We Talking, y'all need to get y'all asses up. Y'all need to get out of y'all own mind. Y'all need to sit over here and stop making yourself feel like you're not worthy. You got to sit over here and put yourself first. You the only one that's going to pick your ass up from fucking feeling sad and this depression. You the only one that's going to sit over here and get up. So what you going to do? You going to sit over here and keep crying? You going to sit over here and keep sitting over here looking at your text message every fucking 10 minutes, seeing if they sitting over here fucking going to text you back? Kelly, we talking today. Is you gonna get your ass up? Don't worry. God is sitting over here saying, listen, I'll wait. Beauty. There's another thing I need to tell y'all. I got a question for y'all. Text yourself back. Time to clean house. Self-love. Bless you. All of that. What would you do? And catch me, y'all, because this is deep. I heard this today during one of my motivational readings. What would you do if you knew that you couldn't fail? I'm going to say that again. What would you do if you knew that you could not fail? What do you mean, Charlie? I'm going to break it down. What would you do if you knew that, listen, no matter what pathway you took, no matter who you decided to date, no matter who hurt you, no matter the fucking pain that your mama put you through, no matter if your daddy was there, if your daddy was not there, what would you do if you knew that at the end of the fucking pathway is that money that you want? At the end of the pathway, and catch me, it's the love of your life. At the end of the fucking pathway, listen, it's the dogs that you want. It's the family that you want. It's the fucking apartment that you want. What would you do if you knew that you could not fucking fail? Would you sit over here and keep sitting your ass in this fucking stuck ass energy? Or would you continue to go hard, beauty? Would you sit over here and sit over here and just listen? Let me tell you something. Would you sit over here and be like, listen, my ex ain't texting me back, I really think I miss my ex? Or would you be like, listen, like God is sitting over here saying that, listen, why does it take for me to sit over here and tell you that there's this vision at the end of the tunnel? Like there's this person at the end of the tunnel. If you just keep going, if you keep walking, if you keep just going in that direction, that you're going to get to that person, you're going to get to that apartment, you're going to get to that car, you're going to get to that goal, that job, whatever it is that y'all want, you're going to get there if you just continue to go and stop looking the fuck back. But the point of the matter is that, listen, y'all keep fucking thinking that you're going to fail. See, all of y'all keep sitting over here saying that you will continue on, but the point of the matter is I'm sitting over here telling y'all right now that, listen, there's light at the end of the fucking tunnel. I'm sitting over here telling you right now the love of your life is at the end of the tunnel. I know right now the tunnel looks foggy. I know right now that motherfucker look dark as fuck, right? Matter of fact, it looked like your eyes is covered, right? Right now it feels like, listen, there ain't no way out, right? It's because y'all can't physically see it. But God is sitting over here saying, when you can't physically see it, I need you to believe it in your heart that you're going to find the love of your life, the perfect person for you. Not somebody that's sit over here and it's for Instagram. I'm talking about your real person. I'm sitting over here saying, if you knew that you could not fail, if you knew that, listen, your perfect place, your perfect home was at the end of the fucking tunnel, you would not sit over here and worry about where you're currently living. You would not worry about your living circumstances, because you would be like, well, guess what? I know at the end of the day, fucking guess what? My home is at the end of the motherfucking tunnel. I know that this is only temporarily, and I know I'm not going to be here for forever. Y'all will be motivated to go. See, the funny thing is that where y'all fuck up at is, and this is where y'all fuck up at is because God doesn't want you to see everything, because God wants you to experience it. God wants you to experience it within real time. He wants you to sit over here and feel what it feels like to actually be loved when you actually get loved again. See, God wants you to sit over here and feel what it feels like when you go get your fucking first apartment, or when you buy your first home. See, God wants you to feel what it feels like when you sit over here and go, when you got the money to sit over here, and instead of going and having a hand-me-down ass car, you get to go to the motherfucking lot and go drive your shit off the motherfucking lot. God wants you to sit over here and feel what it feels like to sit over here and maybe have your credit fucked up, but then you rebuild it and now you at a fucking 720 and you don't even know how you got there. God wants you to feel what it feels like to have fucking kids and be loved unconditionally by your kids. God wants you to feel. He wants you to experience that. But the point of the matter is that y'all keep focusing on end goal. But in reality, y'all not focusing on living. You're not focused on creating that end goal. You're focused on just getting there. Y'all just want to fucking quantum leap up in that bitch. Y'all just want to teleport up in that bitch. Just automatic. Y'all want to miss the whole process. When in reality, the process is the fun part. But y'all so scared of the process of loving. Y'all so scared of loving somebody else. Y'all are so scared of, and catch me, you so scared of being in love again. You so scared of sitting over here going and trying to figure out the requirements to go buy your house. You're so scared of sitting over here going and getting your fucking car. Y'all think it's gonna be a lot when in reality y'all qualify to go drive the fucking car off the lot. You thinking that you don't got enough money, but God is sitting over here saying, big dog, you have well more than enough than what you think you need. You overqualified. You're overqualified for the position. But the point of the matter is that y'all keep sitting over here putting fear into y'all mind. Y'all keep sitting over here thinking that, listen, y'all need to have all the motherfucking cookies, all your ducks in a row. Y'all think y'all need to know how the story fucking ends. Y'all sitting over here. It's like y'all don't even want to watch the full movie. Just tell me how it begins and tell me how it ends. God is sitting over here saying, where the fuck is the fun in that? Where is the fun in you dating and actually finding your person? All of y'all are so serious. Y'all just like, I just want marriage right now. When y'all not even realizing that the fun part is y'all sitting over here dating and figuring out, listen, I had a really good date with this motherfucker, but let me tell you about this fucked up date that I had with this other person. Let me tell you. Because all of that, whether it was a good date or a bad date, is sit over here and help you add to your list of what your husband is going to look like, what your wife is going to look like. Each date should be enjoyed. Even if you could sit over here, it's like the fucked up dates could sit over here and be a story for the girls. Be like, girl, let me sit over here and tell you about what the fuck happened. Like, I couldn't even believe I was there. But the point of the matter is that y'all not looking at it. Y'all sitting over here looking at dating as, girl, I just had a fucking stupid ass date with this motherfucker, and let me tell you something. Do you not know that he had the nerve to sit over here and tell me that I needed to go have? He was looking at me to pull out my wallet. Girl, I'm so sick and tired of dating. Fuck it. I give up on it. Fuck love. All that. Do y'all see both perspectives? Y'all sitting over here looking at it as, listen, because love has yet to come into y'all life, because you're trying to control it. Y'all not having fun with it. And another thing, you could sit over here and apply that to every part in your fucking life. And another thing, a lot of y'all sitting over here, and catch me, y'all, a lot of y'all's not sitting over here putting forth the effort, because that's just dating. If we take it a step further, we could talk about you getting your home. We could talk about, and let's sit over here and say, maybe you're not ready for a home. Because let me, as quiet as it's kept, fucking buying a home is a lot of fucking responsibility. Go get you a motherfucking apartment. Go get you a condo. Go get you something small and petite. But you know you ain't got no kids. Like, get something smaller. And then, if you want to sit over here and do the fucking house and shit, okay, cool. But the point of the matter is that y'all need to actually put forth steps into actions into what it is Exactly. Love my apartment. Let me tell you, you need to put forth actions into the shit that y'all want. Period. Whether that's dating, you moving into a new location, you sitting over here fucking finding the love of your life, like you old. Like y'all gotta put forth action into this shit, okay? On to the next download. Cause y'all, these downloads is low key a little bit long. Please hold. So this one is kind of like a question that played off of my first question, y'all. It was, how big would you play if you knew you could survive any heartbreak or any betrayal? And I'm going to go through this one really quickly because I feel like we already touched on it a little bit. If you knew that, listen, no matter who broke your heart, no matter who fucking sat over here and betrayed you, that you could get through that shit, would you sit over here and keep and catch me? Would you keep sitting over here looking back at your past? Would you keep sitting over here staying stuck in this stuck ass energy? Would you keep staying stuck if you knew that you could survive this shit? If you knew that you could survive, because listen, we all been heartbroken, and we currently are going through motherfucking being heartbroken. If we knew that we could sit over here and move past this shit, or like, what would you do? Would you sit over here and stay in this stuck ass fucking heartbroken ass energy? Or would you sit over here and be like, well, that motherfucker wasn't for me, on to the next? Okay? Okay. Now, next one. It's time for y'all to stop and catch me, y'all. It's time for y'all to stop holding on, and it's time for y'all to let go. Donnell. It's time for y'all to stop trying to hold on, and it's time for y'all to actually let it go. And the reason why is because a lot of y'all is holding on to shit that no longer serves you. People that don't serve you, places that don't serve you, shit, pillows that don't deserve you. Go throw your motherfucking pillows away and go take your ass to Target or take your ass to fucking TJ Maxx and go buy you some new motherfucking pillows. And Miss New, if you sitting over here looking for a new luxury apartment, you know what it actually takes for you to actually look for a luxury apartment? It's actually you making a list and you going and visiting what your new place is going to look like. It's actually you sitting over here buying items to get ready for your new place. It's actually, you sitting over here saying, just give it to me. Just give me the luxury apartment. But the point of the matter is that you got to actually put forth effort into finding what location you want to live in, what you want to, do you want a 2-bedroom? Do you want a 1-bedroom? Do you want 2 bathrooms? Do you want 1 bathroom? What size do you want? Do you want a fucking 12 by 14? Do you want a 13 by 15? How big do you want it? Do you want a loft? Do you want a garage? You don't want a garage? Okay, that's cool. Do you want carpet? Or do you want tile? What you want your appliance to look like? Do you care what size your kitchen is? Do you care if you want an open scene? Do you want a closed scene? Do you care if it's white appliances? Do you want marble appliances? Do you want rose quartz appliances? Let me tell you something. Miss New, you gotta get you want a big tub, you want a small tub, like you gotta get specific. You can't just say I want a luxury fucking and catch me. You cannot say I just want a luxury apartment. What do you want that bitch to look like? And if you don't know what you want it to look like, then make a list of fucking apartments and start being like, okay, I like this, but I don't like that. And don't settle for no shit that you don't like. That's the point. And I want y'all, and because I'm talking about an apartment, I want y'all to take that in y'all fucking lives, like in y'all, like dating life too, car life too, fucking career wise too. Listen, make a list of different careers. If you don't know what the fuck you want to do with your career, make a list of 10 different fucking things and sit over here and research which one you would like. Be like, I don't really like that. I don't like the qualities in this. I don't like this. And even if it's a person, be able to identify what it is that you like versus what you don't like, so you can sit over here and actually simplify what it is that you actually do want, and try some shit and figure out if you do like it. If not, at least you could figure out that you do not like it. Period. You said write the vision, make it a plan in life, and that's on period. My next download is, a lot of y'all need to sit over here and have a non-negotiable mindset, which is actually what we just talked about. See, I need y'all to understand something. A lot of y'all keep trying to negotiate y'all fucking morals. A lot of y'all keep trying to negotiate your fucking beliefs. A lot of y'all keep trying to negotiate fucking what it is that you want from life, when in reality, you don't gotta negotiate. What do you mean, Charlie? I'll tell you. If you are a woman right now, I don't give a fuck what age you are. If you are a woman right now and you don't have no motherfucking kids, you got your own fucking car, you got your own clothes, you got your own hoes, you got your own apartment, you got your own shit, like, and nobody can tell you nothing. You are financially responsible for yourself. then you need to sit over here and fucking be. There is no negotiating. Listen, whatever I want, I get. Now let me take it a step back. Let's say you a woman. Let's say you sit over here and you got motherfucking kids. I don't give a fuck if you got kids or not. Because I feel like God is sitting over here saying, don't sit over here and just be, don't talk about yourself, talk about everybody. Let's say you sitting over here and you single, maybe you got kids now. But guess what? You getting your shit together. You sitting over here, guess what? You building yourself out of this hole that you put yourself in. You sitting over here, you getting over your past hurts and shit like that. You don't got no trauma no more. Non-negotiable. Now, what the fuck do you mean by non-negotiable? Because I keep hearing y'all say, what do you mean by that? I mean that y'all figure out what it is that y'all like versus what y'all don't like, and y'all don't negotiate on that shit. That means if you don't like somebody, I'm going to give you one. One of mine is disrespect. You want to get rid of me? Disrespect me. Disrespect the waiter. Disrespect my family. Disrespect anybody. I will cut your ass off like a... You won't even get to say my name, Charlie. See, I want y'all to understand something. Disrespect is a fucking non-negotiable for me. I refuse to deal with disrespect. What are y'all non-negotiables? And I feel like God is sitting over here saying that y'all need to get clear on what it is that y'all non-negotiables is. Because a lot of y'all keep sitting over here y'all be trying to negotiate and compromise y'all integrity to be with these motherfuckers. But in reality, these people wouldn't fucking compromise their integrity to be with your ass. We talking today. My next one is... This was a good one, y'all. This one right here. This one was... A lot of y'all keep sitting over here getting attached to fucking the times that you fall down. But a lot of y'all need to sit over here and get attached to the times that your ass is getting up. I'm going to say it for the people in the back. See, a lot of y'all keep sitting over here getting attached to people and places and things that have made you fall. Y'all are so attached to y'all sitting over here hitting rock bottom. Y'all are so attached to y'all falling to the motherfucking ground. But God is sitting over here saying that y'all need to get y'all asses up. Y'all need to get attached to y'all getting up. Y'all need to be obsessed with y'all getting y'all asses up. What does that mean, Charlie? It's y'all keep fixating on y'all failures. Y'all keep fixating on what no longer serves y'all. Y'all keep fixating on shit that's making you stay at rock bottom. But the point of the matter is God is sitting over here saying, big dog, I want you to fixate and be attached to your ass every time you got up. Every time you sat over here and you didn't feel like going to work and you got your ass up and you went anyway. Every time you sat over here and listen. Every time you got your feelings hurt and you still came out on top and you still went out and got your ass dressed and sat over here and was looking good and was going out. All the times that you sat over here and listen, you was in a fucked up ass situation. You didn't know how you was going to make it out, but you still got your ass out of that situation. Every time you sat over here and you really didn't have no fucking money, but guess what? You sat over here and made those fucking got money stretch for fucking groceries for the rest of the fucking month. Let me tell you something. Y'all need to get attached to y'all getting y'all asses up. Stop focusing on y'all falling. Stop focusing on failure, because failure is never fucking failure. Focus on getting up. Be attached to keep going. Be attached to finding the solution to the problems, not being fixated on the fucking problem. Stop fixating on the problem. Be and catch me. Be attached to and catch me. The problem, the solution to the problem. Okay, next one. Ooh, do I want to save that one? Or do I want... How much time do I have? I got 5 minutes because I got to prepare for a reading. And y'all, if y'all want a reading today, go ahead, link in bio. I might have to save that one because that one... Yeah, I'm going to save that one. Because that one I want to do a deep dive on. And that's it. You know what? I'm going to end it here. I want y'all to understand something. And I want y'all to really ask yourself. What qualities of yourself no longer serves you? I'm going to give you an example because I made a list of mine. I wrote down today, what are the qualities that no longer serve me? I said doubt. Doubt no longer fucking serves me no more because guess what? And catch me. I can't doubt myself for the life that I'm moving into. I can't doubt my intuition. I can't doubt my spiritual beliefs. I cannot doubt that I am worthy. because I know I'm worried. I'm fucking worthy. The next one is actually worry. I can no longer hold on to worry because I have to understand that, listen, I don't know how far my life is going to go. I don't know if I could die tomorrow. Shit, I don't know. But I can't worry about if my tire is going to go flat when I'm driving. I can't worry about, and catch me, y'all, I can't worry if shit happens to me. All I can sit over here and do is be responsible with staying positive. Another thing that I have to get rid of is fear. Being afraid to take the next step, being afraid to sit over here and move forward, being afraid to sit over here and catch me. Jana, how you doing? Being afraid to sit over here and take those steps forward. Fear will keep you stagnant. Another thing that I had to put on my list, because at this point God is just like, give him the list. Insecurity. See, y'all, people projected onto me that, listen, I wasn't that cute. People projected onto me that I was bigger. People projected onto me that, listen, I was annoying. People projected onto me a whole bunch of shit. But the point of the matter is that triggered me to be insecure. But let me sit over here and tell y'all something. This person that you see today is not an insecure ass person. You want to know why? Is because I had to sit over here and work on myself and realize that it doesn't matter what other people fucking tell me or try to project onto me. It matters how I feel about myself. It matters about my own preferences. It matters about how I feel about me. So if I go to sleep at night and I wake up in the morning, I'm like, damn, you a badass bitch, then guess what? That's what I am. It doesn't matter how y'all feel. It doesn't matter about how other people feel. But insecurities can do you in, because guess what? Insecurities can ruin your relationships. Insecurities can sit over here and ruin how you fucking feel today. Insecurities can do you in. How you doing, Fruity? You said pretty and pink today, big dog. Okay, another thing. Being rude. Y'all have to understand that there are times when I'm tired as fuck that, listen, I don't want to be bothered. Sometimes I could get a little bit rude. Sometimes if I'm irritated, I'm having a fucked up day, and somebody comes to me too quickly, I'd be a little bit rude. But that characteristic is no longer serving me. The point of the matter is that with all of your characteristics, the reason why I'm sitting over here is asking y'all that, and I really want y'all to deep dive on what is the qualities that's not serving you. Because by you identifying this, you're able to shift and recognize, like, listen, when doubt creeps up into my head, I'm not gonna sit over here and I'm not about to sit over here and allow that shit to creep in. When insecurities creep up in your head, I'm not about to sit over here and allow that shit to come in. When fear comes into your head, you do the opposite. You sit over here, it's the same motherfucking things. Ali, we talking. The point of the matter is that I want y'all to understand something. Y'all gotta sit over here and do the necessary work. Y'all want to heal, y'all gotta sit over here and fucking actually start healing, versus you sitting over here just soaking in misery. Because as quiet as it's kept, misery loves company. And that's why y'all keep attracting all these miserable ass people. It starts with yourself, okay? So this video will be uploaded as soon as fucking I get off of live. For some reason, my videos, they've been taking forever to upload on my YouTube. I promise you they will get there when they fucking get there. But y'all, if you want a personal reading, link in bio. I have to go get ready for all my other readings. So I love you guys. I will see you guys a little bit later on today. Make y'all motherfucking list and bring it to the cookout next time. And that's on period. I'll see y'all tonight, okay?